Hey everyone, welcome to Talent Alchemy, and this is my second episode on the Skills Ecosystem series. I started this series where we will get to know our open skill ecosystem partners. We'll learn about their capabilities, their product offerings, how they integrate with SuccessFactors and Talent Intelligence Hub, what sets them apart from other partners, and where they are headed next. So in this series, today I have Guy, the VP Solutions, Business Development and Alliances from Horizons. Guy has been around the HR space for over 2 decades, and Horizon is focused on helping organizations with digital transformation. And they were recently recognized as one of the top 5 partners at the SAP SuccessFactors Partner Innovation Showdown during SAP Connect in Las Vegas. And they took home the second place, and they showcased some of the most exciting HR innovations out there. Guy, welcome to Talent Alchemy, and I'm so excited to have you here.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Rinky. I'm excited to
Awesome.
be here.
So today we'll talk about what sets Horizon apart, especially in the talent and skill space, and how your solutions complement Talent Intelligence Hub and also help customers to be a skills-based organization. Let's start.
Yeah, sure. So Horizon, it was founded in 2006 to do success factor, and that's all we do. We do all the module with success factor. We always been focused just on success factor, but we also over time develop products. So we have 3 products in the store. So we have job description made simple, or JDMS. That's our first product that went on the store about 10 years ago. Then we had People Map, which is a visualization tool for SuccessFactors. So it's not an analytics, and we'll talk a little bit about it later, but it's to visualize in real time data in your system. And then we just released last year in the store Skill and Competency Made Simple.
Yep.
And of course, the target clients is the one who want to use the power of TIH with the growth portfolio and eventually go to the career and talent development module, right? Because all of those recommendations are based on your growth portfolio.
Awesome.
So yeah, and for me, I'm the VP of Solution and Alliances. So I manage all of our alliances. We have alliance with other partner that are SAP partner that have complementary product. And I also incubate a new product. Skill and Competency Made Simple is my baby. So that's one of the product that I created. And I also serve as an architect for the company. So I'm very well versed in all the aspect. And I was one of the 2 person working with the SAP product team to become an approved skill partner
Yeah.
with SC.
You are wearing a lot of hats, so kudos to you for that. So, Guy, should we dive into some of your key product offerings? You talked about JDMS, the job description manager, the skills and competency management, just to understand how how those core capabilities integrate with the
Yes.
success factors and talent intelligence hub.
Yeah, let me share. I have 3 slides, one for each of the products. So can you see the slide?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so this is the slide that talk about skill and competency made simple. So basically what it is we have 2 things. So there is a workforce GPT AI that, you know, um, keep our model talent framework up to date. Based on WNET and Lightcast and Labor Department information. It can also generate new jobs that we don't have in our model and on our framework library. So our framework library has 21 industries, over 5,000 jobs, over 3,000 skills, and each skill is related to the job profile with the expected level. And what's very unique about us too is there's 4 to 6 bullet point of behavior for each of the level, for each of the skill. It's best fit for North America customer because it's English only. There is no prerequisite. It's also aligned with the skill maturity model, the 4 level of SAP. Um, so you have here the integration to BTP, right? And it integrates and brings everything together. So link to the position in the job family and roles in Employee Central, populate the job profile builder, populate the attributes, competencies, and skill in TIH, as well as the expected level in the growth portfolio. And it can be used, of course, to generate requisition, right? To pre-fill the requisition. So that's our skill and competency made simple.
There's a lot of information just in this one slide. I mean, that AI generated job profiles, your skills ontology, and then that information mapping to talent intelligence hub. That's great. That's what a lot of customers are looking for. So, Guy, can you also confirm that if you generate your AI-based solution for job profiles, do you generate industry-specific job architecture
Yeah.
for
So we
customers?
use our own language model, so that competency framework, it generates from it, and we don't put it right away. The client, it's a process. It's not just we generate something and the client go with it. So the client asks us to generate. We generate the new job, um, a new job profile, and then we have an IO psychologist vet them, and then we review it with the client, and oftentimes they adjust it, and there's like a couple of iterations before the job is final.
Oh, that is awesome. So there is a human in the loop from the customer side, and they are basically approving the final job profile description.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's all managed into SCMS. And
yeah,
once they publish the job and it's approved, then
yeah.
the BTP grab it and bring it to SuccessFactors.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So our second product is JDMS, a job description made simple. It can work with SCMS, right? So SCMS can populate JDMS. And basically what JDMS is it sits on top of JPB and TIH, and it's an extension. And
Okay.
it provides additional functionality like advanced workflows where you have role-based permission for JPB at the field level. It
Okay.
provides version control where you can even um, compare two versions of a job description. It do auditing, right? And all that. It do quick translation. And you have a lot of different format that you can use with the, drop down and check boxes and everything in your job descriptions. Okay.
So I'm guessing that's a application most of the time the HR admins or the admins will have access to only.
Yes, correct. So, and as you know, a lot of companies is a compensation department that manage the job
Right.
description,
Yeah.
right? So there would be, yeah, it's not a high volume in terms of users.
Right.
However, there is an extension for the user side where the employee can see their own job description with all the attributes related to that as well. Okay, and finally we have People Map, which is a visualization tool. So we can see on the top left, this is how it look, right? The traditional org chart in SuccessFactor. So you have a box and you see the relationship. One of the challenges, you can't see the entire company. So with People Map, you can see the entire company at all time, and then you zoom in and zoom out on certain section. And
Okay.
same as the org chart in SuccessFactor, you can click on a person and go to their people profile. And as you mentioned, we won the second place at the partner showdown
Yeah.
with that tool. Now,
Yeah.
there is a use case with this tool too around role-based permission.
Uh-huh.
There is no easy way in SuccessFactor to really see your role-based permission. So that tool allow you to see um, the 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 role-based permission, and you can color code it, and you can say, show me everybody who has that permission, show me all the permission that that person has. But most importantly, you can compare two people role-based permission. As you know, sometimes you have to troubleshoot because two people who have the same role in the company, one it's working for them and the other one is not. So in this case, you can compare, and oftentimes the difference is in the role-based permission assigned to them,
Right.
right?
Yeah. And Guy, I was actually in the room when you were showcasing this product during SAP Connect, and this is
Yeah.
amazing. I know it was just for a few minutes, so I have a few questions. So on that, the org map, I guess it is sitting on top of SuccessFactors org chart, right? And then you have more information, so it's more visual.
So yeah, so it's through BTP and through the
Okay.
API to SuccessFactor. And
Okay.
one of the common use case is position management. So with one client, an example, right? We went in the company and we said, show all the position in the company and put the one in gray that have a person in it, and show me in red the one who have nobody in them. And then we discovered that they had more than half that had nobody in them. And the reason they discover is they had a big reorg and do all new positions, but they had never done anything with the old positions. Those old positions, a couple thousands of them were just sitting out there in the system. So, that was a good way to catch them.
Interesting. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
think that's it. I'm really interested. Maybe we'll catch up offline. I want to learn more about that tool.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it will solve a lot of customer problems. Going back to customer stories and problem, do you have any customer story to share which truly represent the Horizon value? They came to you and you were able to solve that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So recently we helped somebody and we use SCMS that we talk about. That was
Okay.
already one of our clients that used JDMS for their job description. And it's a utility energy company. And they're heavily based on nuclear power.
Okay.
And they wanted to relook at their job architecture and go skill based with TIH. And it's very hard out there to find this job description for nuclear energy. They're usually very generic. So what they wanted is they wanted us to generate a job. So they gave us the job descriptions, the job title, I mean. Um, and one was a senior nuclear operating room engineer. There was a VP of nuclear, which something that, and then we generated them through Workforce GPT, and we had them vetted and we were reviewing with them, and they were pretty impressed about what came out of the system.
Yeah, that sounds amazing because that's a highly, very regulated industry, very specific, nuclear energies.
So we wanted to create a skills that were not, so we had a skill in our large language model,
Right.
um,
Yeah.
because they were not there. But once they had the base job description with all the other skill, they say, "Oh, I'm missing this skill, I'm missing this skill." Like residual protections and different things for. So that was pretty interesting.
What do you suggest? How frequently a customer should update their skills library? I'm guessing it's not just one time, right? You want them to be, current with the labor market trend or current with the market data.
Our system updates like 6, 7 times a year. The
Okay.
large language model with the Workforce GPT that goes to ONET and Lightcast and other
Okay.
sources, the labor department, and then add them. And then the client can go and look at the new skills, right? And then update their job description and republish it, and it comes over, and then those skills get added to the job profile.
Okay.
The combination of job profile builder and the attribute library and expected level in the growth portfolio.
That's updating your central database, but how frequently you suggest that you update that skills data for customers? Do you do it 6, 7 times or less?
Well, we used to say every year, and now it's more like twice a year. And I think in the future we may be thinking about quarterly, but it's a lot of work if
Yeah.
you do that. And what we suggest is maybe not the entire library of your job,
Right.
but maybe the one who are more subject to change more frequently.
Hmm.
So, as an example, if you're in technology and software, in cybersecurity and things like that, and programming language are
Yeah.
changing a lot. Tools, right? So those jobs, you may want to look at them more on a quarterly basis, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, which makes sense. I think only the critical or high value technology jobs or even skills, those might need update more frequently. And when I say frequently, twice a year also sounds like a good
Yeah.
frequency, this kind of
And
data.
and for a more administrative thing, like HR people and things like that, you may want to look at them just every couple of years.
I loved that. I knew about JDMS. We had talked about the skills and competency management solution before, but that new org chart tool, I think that's my new favorite now. What differentiates Horizon in this crowded partner ecosystem? I mean, we have so many skills and job ecosystem partners, not just us, just in the market. What do you think? What is your unique USP?
Well, the first thing is, right, we are a skill approved partner of SAP, but we provide success factor implementation and we
Hmm.
have a deep expertise, right? Some of your skills partner don't have that component and got to pair with uh, another SI. So we have really both sides.
Yeah.
We have that library, a framework, right? Which is fully integrated with success factor. So that BTP integration, There's not many partner out there who have that. And then the true goal of the product together
Yeah.
is, and I'm going to talk to you about, what's coming down the road. And there's some pretty exciting things around those products related to TIH and skills and competencies. But the true health product is a big thing too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you have been implementing success factors in general. And I also recently noticed Horizon also implements smart recruiters. So that's a big advantage too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we jump on the bandwagon right away, and we actually did a partnership with one of the leading partner of Smart Recruiter.
Awesome. We talked about services aspect. Do you also get involved like post implementation or before implementation? Do you involve in more like advisory from a design perspective?
So we really suggest the client, and that's actually a lesson learned, right, from some of our client that go with technology first and start turning things on, but they don't think about the overall picture. And as
Right.
you know, in TIH, if you start putting skill with certain, you know, and you start having rated levels and everything, so it's hard to go back sometimes. So what we have an offering called the phase zero for skills and competencies. And basically, you take a step back and you look at it holistically, and
Uh-huh.
just to make sure that when you turn those and you start setting them up, that you
Uh-huh.
set them up at the same time. And I'm sure you've seen, Rinky, that some people start with JPB and they don't make it like ready for TIH, and then they got to change their template, and then they start rating skill in TIH, and they say, no, I want to go to a 4 point or a 5 point. And so really that phase zero is really to take a step back and look at everything you need and talk about governance, you know, and talk about data cleanliness. As you know, when you do the upgrade to TIH from center of capability, you run
Uh-huh.
the check tool and you
Yeah.
have to resolve those data issue before it's ready. So we look at the whole thing and we put a roadmap together
Okay.
and we do a step by step with the client, and we help them along the way. And of course, sometimes things can happen in parallel, right? As we upgrade to TIH, they can work on their job, architecture and so forth. So yeah, we help on that. And post services, we have what we call HRZ evolution,
Okay.
which is a big part of our business. And we can help soup tune-ups. It can go from doing modification in the system, do optimization, or
Uh-huh.
deliver training to new admins that they hire,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. No, I think
Really.
those are some definitely great value adds because you have heard me saying this often that TIH is not just a technical upgrade. There is more to it. So good to know you kind of bring in the the complete value. So Horizon, I know you have a lot of North America clients, so you are definitely a great fit for any North America customers who are planning to implement. And do you focus on any specific industry type or industry type doesn't matter?
No, we really have done all industries. And by the way, North America is only half of our business.
Okay.
South of the border is the rest of our business. So we're actually the SuccessFactor partner-led territory,
Okay.
SI, south of the border. So Latin America, Caribbean,
Yes.
and yeah,
Okay. Awesome. So you have some consultants who speak the local language then, so that is
yes,
easier
correct.
to interact with the
We can
customer.
deliver in Spanish. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's talk about what's coming, some innovations. Where are you heading next? What's the
So
next plan for
yeah,
Horizon?
what's interesting? Yeah, there's two things that are very dear to me. So the first one is you mentioned about maintaining those jobs, right? So right now the client have to ask us, right, to update that to run an update to their job to see the new skill attached to those jobs. So now, in the near future, so this first half of this year, what's going to happen is the SCMS is going to
Okay,
automatically flag new skills to jobs with a little icon and say this is a new skill for that job,
okay,
and then it's going to ask you if you want to add it to that job, and then you can republish. So automatically,
yeah,
because in the past, basically, we have our model, we have our
yeah,
framework that keep
okay,
getting updated, but the client have a copy of that because
okay,
after we push it to them, they customize it for themselves, right? So now each client will see the new skill attached to their job flag, and they can opt in for those skills. So that's a big improvement for the ongoing maintenance. So
Okay,
it's going to
that is
be
exciting.
automatic as opposed to have them having to do
Yeah,
it.
and that is exciting because you are scraping the labor market data and anytime you see a new skills, you are flagging that instantly. So that flag would be in the Horizon, the SCMS app, and
Right.
then once the HR admin confirms that, that will fly back to
And when they
me.
go to the dashboard, it's going to tell them, hey, those job have new skill, go review them. And if
Okay,
we decide to add them and republish them, so BTPO is going to pick them and update them in SuccessFactors. So it's
okay,
going to be an automated way to do what we just talked about. So it's not going to be a quarter a year. So it's going to be in real time
real time.
as
Okay,
the workforce GPT keeps scraping.
okay. So that keeps scraping. It updates SCMS, and then SCMS, the data flies back to TIH. Awesome.
Yeah, and the next one is that people map, right? We saw that different use case for people map RBP, position management. There's a lot of things, but what we're going to do is we're going to build a skill heat map that goes on top of TIH.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to be able to really, really dig into your skill library with your workforce and really identify the hotspot.
So more like a work intelligence.
Yeah, work intelligence,
Okay.
right? That can then
Yeah.
you can take action, right? You can either get training or assignment or whatever it is to it. But that's exciting because, to bring people map to our side of the house is scale in the job description.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. So that's something you said is coming, right? It's coming in.
Yes. And in the store, there is two people map. There are people map and people map RBP. The
Okay.
only difference is in people map RBP, we have all that pre-configured things around RBPs.
Okay. Okay.
But it's the same product. And we can develop any new use cases that the client wants.
Okay. That was some great insight, Guy. I'm glad we could make this time work. Is
Yeah.
there anything else you want to touch upon before we try to get ready for this winter storm coming in?
No, no, I think, that what I want to touch on is don't underestimate the level of effort around going to be skill based. And it can be scary, but go with a good partner like Horizon, and we're going to lead you to the way on a step-by-step journey. And we're going to make it, really digestible and remove the hurdle because we've done it. We can guide you and we're going to make it as smooth as we can.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's still a lot of work. It's not flipping a switch, as you know, in
Right.
Kia.
Right. Yeah. It's not a technical upgrade. There is more to it.
Yeah, there is a lot more to it. Yes, correct. But the goal is to build that foundation so then you can go to career and talent development. And then you have opportunity marketplace and succession over there. And powered by scale, that's something else, as you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for your time and all those great insights. The audience knows how to reach you, but I'll also share your contact details when I share this episode. And thanks everyone for tuning in. Stay curious, stay golden. Have a good one.
Yeah, and thank you for having me. Always a pleasure to have a discussion with you, Winky.
Yeah, same here, Guy. Thank you.